Alright everyone, what's going on? It's Inuyasherz here. So I figured I need to go ahead and make an update video about where I've been, why I haven't been streaming or making videos really. So we're going to get into some personal things. So some of you may know from my stream that we're visiting it quite often that I was having an issue with one of my eyes. This issue progressively got worse and worse. It turns out I apparently have a disease that is affecting my right eye. One of the side effects is something called recurring corneal erosions. So basically my cornea in my right eye is trying to basically detach itself from the rest of my eye. It's kind of just floating on there, and it's supposed to, be solid, sturdy part of your eye. So since it's just kind of floating there, it's like a loose piece of saran wrap, right? And when you go to sleep at night, your tear glands stop producing tears or whatever. So your eyes tend to get drier at night while you're sleeping. And basically what's happening is this loose piece of saran wrap is attaching itself to my eyelid whenever my eye gets dry from that. And when I wake up, rip. It's literally ripping my eye apart. Now, this causes excruciating pain and extreme blurry vision in my right eye. I did mention it got progressively worse. Back whenever I was streaming and stuff, it would be like an extreme pain for like an hour to 2 hours, and then it would just feel like sand is in my eye, which isn't pleasant, but I mean, I could function, right? Anyways, it got to the point where it was lasting 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. Like, it was really, like, if it happened that day, it was completely controlling my life. It was ruining my day that day. Anyways, that was a big part of why I had to stop streaming. It's also a part of why I had to stop being part of Twitch community, because it's caused a lot of light sensitivity in that eye. It's hard for me to actually be able to watch a screen, watch a monitor. For the most part, I was just fishing on Black Desert this entire time. I can kind of glance at screens, but I can't actually do anything. And as you can see, BDO just crashed, which we'll get to that in just a minute. Anyways, so I've been seeing a new doctor about this, and he's actually shown me some solutions. The first doctor I saw told me that I couldn't do anything about it. He said there's some preventatives I could take, but nothing would be a permanent solution. Well, I kind of just took that I was pretty stupid about it. I learned a valuable lesson. Always go get a second opinion, because turns out that's not true. So I was just suffering with this bullshit for about half a year. And that's when it got really bad. Anyways, it got to the point that I wanted my eye amputated. I was so fed up with this bullshit that I was ready to get it done. So that's when I went and saw this next professional at one of the hospitals here. This guy, it turns out there's multiple surgeries I could do. I needed a certain kind of artificial tear, not just any artificial tear like the first guy told me. I had to get a petroleum-based one. There's some petroleum gel that can go in my eye at nighttime. So with this new guy, we tried to let it heal naturally, which we put a bandage contact in until there was no sign of erosion. And then we were doing the artificial tears during the day, and I was putting a gel in my eye, basically petroleum jelly, but it's made for the eye, into my eye at night, but naturally it didn't work. So we tried a couple other things and nothing worked, and it came to the point that I had surgery. I had something called a superficial keratectomy done. Basically, he cut off the cornea of my eye with a knife, and then he scraped the layer under it flat. That was supposed to help the cornea stick to my eye, because apparently it was too rigid under it. That's what the disease is causing, basically. It's causing like a microscopic stuff to build up under my cornea. Anyways, that's my understanding of it. Anyways, he scraped that part flat, and it was supposed to help the cornea stick. Well, a week later, when the bandage contact came out to see if it was going to be a success, my eye lasted 2 days and it ripped apart again. Now, this surprised him. Apparently, I should have been fine. He said it looked like $1 million. He said, it looked fantastic, but it didn't work. So what we're trying now is he's leaving this bandage contact in for a month from that point. And the theory behind that is maybe we just pulled the lens out too soon. Maybe if we just leave this lens in there to keep that layer between my eyelid and my cornea, maybe my cornea will finally accept that it's part of my eye and it's supposed to stay there. We have no idea if this is the case or not, but hopefully that's going to work out. And we're in week 3 of that month right now, just to kind of give an update. Anyways, I believe next week the bandage lens comes out. And up until about a week and a half ago, I couldn't really look at a monitor. I'm actually back and able to look at monitors. So I can actually play games now. I can actually do stuff if I want to. I'm going to finish the surgery part before I get to that. So, anyways, if my eye rips open again, there's another surgery I can do. It's kind of like LASIK, but then there's some protective stuff that comes off also. So it's kind of like a extended LASIK, from what I understand, anyways. So there's another surgery that might be coming up if I have another problem. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or whatnot, but yeah. So that's the update on my health and like why I've been away, why I haven't been, making videos or streaming or even visiting streams. I used to visit streams a lot too, and I mean I love the Twitch community with BDO. Y'all have been fantastic. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. But anyways, now we're gonna get back into Black Desert and what's going on now. So I recently upgraded to Windows 10. I've tried everything in the world that I can do to get Black Desert to work. Black Desert will not work on my computer anymore. I've reinstalled the operating system. I've done 3 fresh installs of the game. I've done like a dozen repairs of the game. I've reset my IP. I flushed my DNS. I did a WinSock reset. I've done pretty much everything I could possibly think of. I've sent the devs crash logs. They kind of just won't help me. But anyways, I tried everything I could to get Black Desert to work. It's kicking me off the game after like 3 or 4 minutes, no matter what. So I can't play Black Desert. I was going to be getting back into making guides. I was going to make all the guides I could think of that and try to do them at a high quality, trying to improve on the quality I've done in the past, and trying to give general update guides, because a lot of the guides I posted in the past are now kind of obsolete and outdated. I wanted to get those up to date with the game and its current, environment. Anyways, I can't do that. So what can I do? Well, I've had friends bothering me to play Fortnite for months. They've been begging me to play Fortnite, and I started to play it for a little bit, but I quickly got out of it because I wanted to focus on BDO, YouTube, and all that. So, if I can't play Black Desert, I might as well play Fortnite, and I might as well start making videos on Fortnite, right? So that's where we're at now. That's what we're doing. I intend to start making Fortnite videos. I did make one on my very first day playing because I thought that would be funny and interesting, and I actually think it turned out fantastic. I can't wait to upload it and show that to you. But I'm saving it for maybe another day or so before I upload it. Other than that, I haven't been recording Fortnite because, I mean, obviously I'm pure garbage. I mean, I'm playing for the first time, really. I'm still pressing wrong keys nonstop. I'm doing stuff like building slow, Obviously, the people who have been playing for all 4 seasons are just shitting on me. But I'm getting better. I'm learning, and I'm trying to do my best to improve. And once I get to a point where I feel comfortable with how I can do with the game, at that point, I'm going to start making videos on Fortnite, I believe. As far as Black Desert goes, I got one last hope. And if that doesn't work, then, I mean, it's pretty much RIP. So, that's sad to say. I mean, I spent a lot of money, a lot of time, thousands of hours, I built this community, I built a guild, all this stuff, and it's just kind of, it's taken away from me. And, like, I understand that part of it is when I upgraded to Windows 10, but I mean, I've done everything I can with Windows 10, with the game, everything I can think of, and it seems like it's part of the anti-cheat software. It's just kicking me for whatever reason. Although I can't understand why whatsoever it would be doing that. You know, I've been asking people what they're running, like what version of Windows they're running, what graphics drivers they're running, and I mean, I matched someone to the T that's having no problems at all, and yet it's still happening to me. I'm not having any there's no problems with any other game. That's what's really throwing me off. Like, I can connect to any other online game and be perfectly fine for dozens of hours, like, if I wanted to. But anyways, I just wanted to update you guys. This video has gone on long enough. So, yeah, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate anyone who sticks around, watches some things. I've never done a commentary, little freestyle like this before. So, you all take care, have a wonderful day, all that good stuff, and I'll see you soon, I hope.